Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back. And I just wanted to go ahead and talk about look like something in my beard, but it's really not. Anyways, I wanted to go ahead and talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville. Kimmy and Maurice. Can I say something? All right. So Kimmy and Maurice, they're at their new office. They're basically done, but not really. There are some things that still need to kind of be um, they're almost done. I think there needs to be like a railing. I think like a microwave, but for the most part, they are satisfied with the outcome. Um, Kimmy basically is telling Maurice that um, I guess she was throwing out there that he could just do kind of like some of the things that still need to be done. I be trying to tell y'all, y'all don't like to listen. I be trying to tell y'all it's a scheme that Todd set up to come back to us with the BS. I've told y'all this. Kimmy feels basically when they got together, Maurice sold her a dream. He made it seem as if he was this handyman. Um, Kimmy had in her head basically that she was marrying a man who would fix things, right? Who would take care of whatever needs to be fixed if something needed to be fixed. And I'm assuming she also knew that her role would be the basically mattress made in a mule, right? And the mama, okay? Um, but it seems as if, based off what Kimmy is saying, that Maurice has switched up. So basically, Maurice sent in his 90-day representative. You know how, like, when you go to a job and, girl, the first 90 days, you act like you got some sense. And then once you get the job, girl, you kind of start showing up late, right? Girl, you kind of start kind of having a little slick mouth with your boss, right? You know, you decide you ain't temporary no more, girl. I'm permanent, right? So you kind of saw it cutting up just a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit. Um, I've told y'all, I've told y'all that when it comes to y'all do what y'all want to do, y'all grown. I can't tell nobody what to do within their relationships, but from the outside looking in, I think it's a scam, and I feel like a lot of you women are getting the short end of the stick because the truth of the matter is this is not, girl, 1950, 1945, where, girl, these men were probably out building things, building homes, right? Fixing things around the house, where it could have looked like it was probably like, okay, you're going to do the cooking and the cleaning, and I'm going to take care of the roof and the plumbing and all these things that need to be fixed in our house. Girl, in 2023, girl, you got the girls like Maurice, girl, who got a little bit of money, who, if I can call somebody to fix it, girl, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Y'all heard Maurice tell Kimmy to her face, I'm a lawyer. Basically, I got one job. I got one job. Now you got Kimmy on the other end, on the other hand, who was around here at one point, well, still a nurse, girl. I think she's doing something with real estate. I can't remember. Girl, then she still gotta go home, cook, clean, girl, while she was battling cancer, girl. Still gotta let this man crawl on top of her, even though, girl, ain't nothing working down below the waist. So Kimmy still got to do all this stuff, girl, while Maurice gets to scream, I'm a lawyer. And I don't blame him because the truth of the matter is, if most people have the money, they'll just rather pay somebody to do it than to fix it themselves. Because girl, some people, but most people who have money, I'll just call somebody to fix it. Girl, I don't need to do it. Girl, I got the money, right? But on the other hand, girl, like I tell y'all, it's a scam. It's a scam. It's a scheme. Y'all are getting got. Y'all are getting the short end of the stick. Y'all running around here, girl, been a mattress, a maid, and a mule in 2023, expecting these men to build stuff and fix stuff, and they telling y'all to y'all face, I'm not doing that shit. Even though Kimmy thought that she was getting a handyman. And I'm sure that that's what Maurice presented to her. I don't think Kimmy just pulling that out of her ass. If Kimmy said it, it's true. But Maurice got his wife now. Girl, he know that you gonna be battling cancer while you worried about what him and Monster gonna eat. He know that, girl, you gonna be battling cancer, girl, and still let him crawl on top of you. He know you gonna clean. He know you gonna cook while he sit in the kitchen and watch you. But girl, he can't even throw a motherfucking microwave in your office. Girl, 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 you got scammed. You got scammed at your big ass age, Kimmy. Sorry. Girl. At your big ass age, you still got scammed. And now you sitting in the office mad. Girl, legs shaking. Because you know you just got. Girl. This nigga can't even go and girl, can't even build your desk for your office. And you gotta go home and worry about, girl, fucking this nigga, sucking this nigga, cooking something for him and his son. Girl. I'm just saying. Girl, tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. Y'all signing up, girl, and y'all getting the short end of the stick. These niggas ain't building shit in 2023, especially if they got a little coin. I'm just gonna call somebody, which makes sense to me. Girl, when I watch House Hunters, not all the time, but a lot of the time, if these people have a high budget for their homes, girl, they want something move-in ready. It's the poor girls who want to put some sweat into their home. So when they do sell their house, they can get a little money on it. But the girls who got a little bit of coin, girl, they ain't trying to do all that. Girl, they trying to move into their house. Girl, move in ready. Girl, I'm not building nothing. I'm not moving nothing in. Girl, I just want turnkey. Hello? And I feel like that's what's going on over here, girl. The girls got a little bit of money, girl. I'd rather have somebody just do it than I'll do it. I can go do something else. I guarantee you, if Kimmy started having someone cook meals and clean, Maurice would have an issue with it. I bet you he would. Anyways, so Letitia and Stormy. Can I say something? Letitia, you ain't slow at all. I could be wrong on this, but Stormy could have sued Tisha. I think. Girl, you outright stole from that. Girl, you plagiarized. Girl, you outright stole from that girl. Clear as day. Girl, you had her email address on your website. You clearly stole. Wasn't it her email address? And Tisha feels as though she doesn't owe Stormy some type of an apology. Girl, yes, you do. Girl, just for the sake of, girl, even if you don't mean it, girl, I still would have apologized. Girl, I'm so sorry, girl. I paid this person to do a job and they did not do it. It falls on me. I'll make sure I never work with them again. That's all Tisha had to say. She came around and finally, come on, lesbians. Girl, here go the interracial. I see, here go the interracial Kyle and Morgan. They cute. It's a black girl and a white girl. Oh, girl, she wiping her sweater off. Girl, that's a grown ass woman. You let her, girl. Anyways, um, Tisha, can I ask something? Because I don't know. I don't know what Tisha got going on in Huntsville, Alabama. Tisha building a office. She's in real estate. I'm not trying to sound like no hater. I'm really, really not. I'm really, 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 really not. I'm really not trying to sound like no hater. What has Tisha sold? Commercial wise or residential? That will make her feel like she needs to go ahead and build her an office. I feel like, I don't know. Like I said, I could be wrong. It's kind of like, I'm a break. This is how I feel. It's kind of like starting a YouTube page and girl, you going to build an office, a studio, and girl, you don't even know if your YouTube page is gonna take off. Girl, I would suggest you start small. Start making videos in your car, girl. Maybe a living room, maybe a closet, maybe a bathroom, right? And then, girl, kind of work from there. Because, girl, you don't want to do all this, all these stunts and shows. And, girl, you look up and, girl, you done built this whole studio that cost you, girl, $20,000 or $40,000, and, girl, you've been stuck on, girl, 500 subscribers for the last 8 years. You see what I'm saying? It's like that. And I feel like that's what Tisha doing. Like, Tisha, what have you sold to the point where, girl, you feel like you need, like, you're building this office? I could be wrong. I don't know. Maurice went to Columbia. I think it was a bachelor, one of his friends' bachelor's had a bachelor party. Is it bachelor's party or bachelor party? When he get married, he had a party. I thought Columbia was a weird. I don't know, girl. Do people? I thought that was weird. I don't know. I don't know Marcel's friends. Maybe he has a friend that's from Columbia. But I thought that was a weird, like, girl, who just says I want to go to Columbia to have a bachelor party? Tisha went to Vegas. You know, Marcel gonna go out the country without his wife and his family. That's one thing Marcel gonna do. Tisha, girl, the most Tisha can go is to Vegas. Go, Marcel going out the country. Vegas? Girl, I'm going out the country. Hello? Anyways. Tisha said that, like, Stormy should have called her when the whole plagiarism stuff happened. Why the fuck would Stormy need to call you? Yeah, Stormy is still your shit. You stole hers. Tisha basically said she don't care because she's still selling and it didn't have a negative impact on her. Oh, girl. Tisha, that's not cute. Girl, you're too grown to act like that. Even if you still making money, girl, that has nothing to do with your relationship with Stormy. That let me know that you just don't give a damn about your relationship with Stormy, and that's fine because, girl, Stormy around here calling your man a bitch. So that's probably what Tisha owns. Tisha probably owns some girl. You calling my man a bitch, girl, F you. But I'm just not gonna say it. Girl, Stormy do too much for me. Stormy reminds me of that girl in high school who was a bully and she think ain't nobody scared of her or she can't get her ass whooped. That's what Stormy gives me. Stormy gives me, I'm gonna say what I want to say, do what I want to do, and ain't nobody gonna whoop my ass. Let me hurry up so I can get to Stormy. Chris and Nell. I don't know. Nell, let me say something. What it sounds like to me, I don't know. I don't know how to take Nell when it comes to her parenting. I really don't. Because I think Nell, it seems like to me, Nell, okay, this is what Nell said. Nell said that basically Chris told Nell what's been going on with Chris Jr. and how he thinks that he's battling depression and how he thinks that he's really going through some stuff. I do believe that Chris Jr. is going through some stuff. I do believe that. Based off what I have heard them say, it sounds like that Chris I guess thought he was going to make it in football. And I'm assuming he probably put all of his eggs in one basket. And his football career didn't happen the way he thought it was going to happen. And ever since then, it's kind of been downhill for him. So I think he's just been throwing stuff against the wall to see what's going to stick. I remember hearing Chris say something last episode about him being in the studio. I don't know if he's trying to be, girl, a local rapper or what, girl. You know, everybody want to be a rapper in 2023, girl, whatever. But I don't want to take away that it does seem like there could be something wrong. Look, if you getting up in the morning, driving around 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and you just going somewhere and just sitting there by yourself, girl, you probably, it's not, I don't think it's fair just to paint Chris Jr. with a brush of, oh, he's sorry, he lazy, he don't want to do nothing. That could be a part of the problem. Don't get it twisted. But I think it could also be other parts of the problem too. You know what I'm saying? And I think at one point, Nell was just like, oh, girl, he basically lazy and he doesn't want to take accountability for where his life is at. She didn't know all this other stuff until Chris told her, well, this is some other stuff that's going on. I'm glad Neil did come around and say, okay, well, I've just basically been trying to hold him accountable as a grown-ass man, basically. But now that I know this other information, now if this is what's going on with him, I won't bring up the money that he owes. I won't bring up this other stuff until we can figure out. Until we figure, I ain't going to say until she didn't say until we figure out. But I won't bring this other stuff up, right? Because we need to figure out what's going on with him. I just don't. I get it. I do think a lot of people do some. They sometimes, men and women, they come up with every excuse to be lazy and sorry. But I do believe there are people out there who really are going through some things, and they just kind of like they just don't know where to go. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that could be the issue with Chris Jr. I really do feel that way, and I feel like Neil is going to have to learn at her big ass age that, girl, you can't parent everybody, every child the same. You know what I'm saying? Chris may be a sensitive soul. He could be, and so you may have to come at him a different way. But versus one of your other kids, like Garcelle on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, like she's learning that she has twins, right? Twin boys, and she has to parent them differently. Jax is more outspoken, right? Jade is more laid back, right? And I feel like Neil needs to recognize that. And then she wants to wonder why the kids don't want to come to her. Well, girl, when you kind of like chopping them off at their head, why the fuck would they want to come to you? Because as a grown ass man, if I felt like I couldn't go to my mama and I could go to my daddy, I'm just gonna go to my daddy. I'm not going to you because when I come to you, girl, all you want to do is bitch and complain. I'll just go to daddy. Period. Anyways, Kimmy, Tisha, and Mel. Girl, this conversation was a mess. From what the people said, Kimmy was on live laughing at Melody's name change. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what some of the people said online, that Kimmy was online laughing. So, girl, you have to understand why she didn't invite you. You have to understand why she didn't invite you. If that's true. If that's true. Now, girl, let's just call a thing, girl. Melody don't fool with y'all like that. She don't fool with Kimmy like, she don't fool with none of them like that. She don't. Yeah, she threw a party for Kimmy because, girl, the nice thing to do when you have someone who you like, right, and who's a coworker, you find out they have breast cancer. Girl, let me throw you a party because I heard you was breast cancer free. Is that what it was? I forgot what party it was, girl. Let me throw you a party. We ain't got to be best friends. You know what I'm saying? But let me throw you a party. But on something as intimate and as serious as this, like what Melody was doing, I don't think that people. I think there are a certain amount of people like myself, hello, that can grasp what Melody was doing, and I don't think that a lot of people, even though it could appear as over the top, I don't think a lot of people would understand it, right? So I can understand why Melody wanted the situation to be a very intimate, private, right situation. I do, and there's a reason why she didn't invite Kimmy and Marceau and Tisha and Maurice or none of the other cast members. Because, girl, at the end of the day, girl, let's just call a thing, girl. I don't fool with y'all hoes like that. Y'all knew this nigga was out here dogging me out. Yeah, Melody knew the nigga was dogging, knew the nigga was dogging her out too. But, girl, y'all all sit around here and laughed in my face. Girl, smiled in my face. And y'all knew this nigga was dogging me out. Quiet as it's kept, those are really Martell's friends. Those are not Melody's friends. And I think Melody realizes that. Now she didn't want to say, Kimmy, I don't fuck with you like that, right? So she made up some bullshit excuse. But that's really what it is. Because she don't fool with Kimmy like that. I think she likes Kimmy the most out of everybody in the group, but I don't think she fool with Kimmy like that, clearly. Hello? Because when it comes to important situations in your life, girl, the people who really matter, those are the people you're gonna invite. Girl, quiet as this girl. Kimmy, I guess I don't know what Kimmy was trying to say. I guess Kimmy was trying to basically say you don't want to come across as a stereotype by, I guess, appearing to be a baby mama. Because I guess when you pick your kids up from school and your kids' last name is Holt and yours is Rogers, people are automatically going to think that you're just a baby mama or a single parent. Girl, is your last name the same as your son's? I don't know what Kimmy was trying to say. I really don't. I felt like Kimmy was basically trying to say, girl, you should have kept that man's last name. Basically. That's what I felt like she was trying to say. I could be wrong. Girl, you didn't even keep Jalen's last. Girl, Jalen, she said her last name is her middle name now. It's still not your last name though. And like, let me just say something. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. The whole keeping your husband's last name because of the kids is just plain outright fucking stupid. Because the truth of the matter is, if you are someone who wants to if you are someone who wants to date and potentially get married again, you still not gonna keep that other nigga last name. More than likely, 10 times out of 10, y'all bitches gonna change y'all last name to your new husband last name. So you still not gonna have the last name as your kids. Especially if you're giving your kids, your husband, your ex-husband's a baby daddy last name, and a lot of you do. A lot of y'all don't give y'all kids y'all last name. So at the end of the day, does it really fucking matter? Because if you get married again, you're gonna take your husband's last name, and when you pick your kids up from school, you're still gonna have a different last name than them. Girl, full stop. It's one thing to hyphenate your last name, but y'all not hyphenating y'all last name. And girl, like I said, girl, these niggas' names is worthless anyways. In real life, in real fucking life, these niggas' last names don't carry no weight, no access, power, or resource. For real. Y'all act like y'all get married to a last name, girl, like the last name is Obama. Girl. Or Bezos. Girl. Okay, you got the nigga last name. Ain't shit gonna happen. You just got your daddy last name. That's why I be looking at Candy like she a goddamn idiot. Because Candy go around here talking about, bitch, I'm worldwide. But girl, you get your kids Tucker. Girl. Girl. I would never understand that. Girl, Candy Burris. Gave her last name. Gave her kid's last name Burns. I mean Tucker. Instead of hyphenating the name. Who you think got more powerful access and resource? Candy Burns or Ty Tucker? Real life. Don't just let's be honest. Here, let me get off that. Anyways, it's a double date. They have a double date. Stormy, Courtney, Marceau, and Tisha. I'm sorry. I think Stormy is one of those people who likes to play stupid. Look, I'm sorry. I don't like when people play like you want to be you're a multimillionaire, got this multimillionaire, I mean this multimillionaire dollar business because you want to play stupid and dumb at the same time. Stormy know damn well that you walking around here calling the man a bitch is disrespectful. The truth of the matter is if Marcel would have fucked around and called Stormy a bitch, it would have been some furniture moving in that room. Why are we playing this game? Like, why are we playing this game? Courtney got upset at the mere fact that Marceau called her Mr. Steele, which is Stormy's last name. So if you can understand why you feel disrespected by Marceau calling you your wife's last name, then why can't y'all wrap around y'all fucking brain that that Marceau probably feels disrespected by Stormy calling him a bitch? Are we really having this dumbass conversation? Marceau says that he wanted to get his lick back, so he got his lick back basically by going after the husband. Stormy says that don't make no sense. If you wanted your lick back, you could have got your lick back with me and just told me, hey, that's disrespectful, don't call me that. I don't have to fucking call you, I don't have to fucking tell you not to call me no bitch. Now if Marceau would have said I shouldn't have to call you not to call me no bitch. Now what would have happened in that room? What would have happened in that room? Why are we playing this game? Why are we playing this game? Why are we playing this game? Stormy all of a sudden gets upset when Marceau basically tells her, well, you said in your culture, I guess you grew up basically saying that, girl, that's what y'all say. Because Stormy did say that she's been a bitch since she was 4 years old. That means that somebody in your family told you some shit like that and it just stuck in your head. Because what grown ass woman walking around here talking about she's been a bitch since she was 3 or 4 years old? That's what Stormy said, remember? She grabs her car keys and she's ready to head out. Why are you heading out? Stormy too misogynistic and sexist for me. Girl, you like the self-reads kill me. Girl, let me tell y'all something. When you start saying shit like, oh, well, girl, that is bitch shit, as a woman, how does that even make sense? That is bitch. That's some shit that bitches would do. Is it? Is it? My stomach growling. Is it? How do you think that you're reading Marceau by telling Marceau that that's bitch shit? That's shit that bitches would do. That's really coming out of your grown ass mouth as a woman. How was that a read to Marceau? It sound like you. It sound like you're reading yourself. It sound like you're reading all women, low key. And then you mad because instead of Marceau getting his lick back with you, he'll rather get his lick back with your husband. That made more sense to me. Marceau basically said, I'm not even gonna worry about Stormy. I'm gonna go after the husband. And then you say, girl, you should have got your lick back with me. Girl, Stormy, girl, I almost want Stormy off my TV screen, quiet as this kept. I just don't like when people play this dumb role. Your dog is so ugly. It just look raggedy. You know, like you see some dogs, they like they just look raggedy. Like they like it's like they're not keeping. Like, it's like they're not taking care of the dog. I don't know. Maybe the dog probably needs to, girl, take that dog, go get a cut, go get a haircut or something. That dog need a trim and a dye. I don't know what's going on, girl. The dog's the best. Anyways, girl, I'm sorry. Tisha either just don't want to give Stormy a moment, because I'm sorry. The same way I felt about Contessa when she called Dr. Eugene the definition of a big ass bitch. I'm sorry. You're not gonna be able to sit here and just keep calling my husband a bitch and think that you're not gonna be a bitch by the end of the day. Girl, not by the end of the day, girl. By the end of this conversation. Girl, Stormy has called Marceau too many bitches. Too many bitches for her not to have been one already. At this point, Stormy would have been some of everything underneath the sun if I was Tisha. Because ain't no way you going to sit here and disrespect my husband right in front of my face. No way. No way. And you know for a fact he really can't go back and call you a bitch, because if he does, girl, the people gonna eat him up online probably. Girl, it's gonna be a fight in here between him and between y'all husbands. And let me say something, girl. I know y'all think all y'all husbands are these protectors, and girl, they can't get their ass whooped. Even if your husband can fight, girl, that don't mean he still can't get his ass whooped. Like, everybody think their husband can fight and gonna protect them, but that don't mean that your husband can't get his ass whooped. You could be one of the best fighters in the world, girl. It can still be somebody out there who probably better than you and can whoop your ass. And Stormy has this mentality that, girl, Courtney can beat everybody up. When quiet is kept, this is no tea, no shade, girl. You run a couple of circles around Courtney, he look like he already tired. Sure. Courtney ain't in no good shape. I'll put my money on Marceau before I put my money on Courtney. Quiet as this kept. I'll put my money on Martell and Maurice, girl, before I put my money on Courtney. Courtney never died when he was working out the other day. Anyways, girl, I'm done. Oh, girl, when Stormy said, Marceau said basically, I'm just going to ignore you. Basically, you continue to be disrespectful, I'm just going to ignore you. She says that's disrespectful. Girl. So let me make sure I get this right. Courtney can understand, or he feels like it's disrespectful for Marceau to call him Mr. Steele. You don't think it's disrespectful to call Marceau a bitch, but you do think it's disrespectful that Marceau ignore you because you're being disrespectful to him. And that's disrespectful to you. Girl, what the fuck am I watching? And then she tells Tisha that that's why you got a drink thrown in your face. I guess basically ignoring people. Girl. Stormy wants to fight on camera. There's no way. That could have been me. Me and Stormy would have went at it a long time ago. There's no way. There's no way you're gonna sit there and continue to disrespect me time and time again, and you not been a bitch 5 episodes ago. It just wouldn't have happened. It just wouldn't have happened. Because as soon as you fucked around and called me a bitch, I would have fucked around and called you one right back. You're in the conversation. And wherever the chips fall, wherever the chips gonna fall. Girl, full stop. Anyways, I'm gone. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good day. Bye, y'all. Hey, what's up? I'm back, girl. I'm so mad. I came to this Salada. I forget that this Salada right here closes at like 3 on Sundays. So I done drove over here and wasted my time. So now I got to go to another Salada that closes at 9 p.m. Anyways, so listen, this is what I wanted to say very, very quickly. Girl, Tisha is lying. I just thought about that. Maybe I said this before in a previous review and I just don't remember. I do remember some of y'all in the comment section saying that Tisha was lying about that hiring someone to do the website. I don't think Tisha hired anyone. I was thinking about this while ago when I was driving. I think Tisha is telling a bold-faced lie. I think that Tisha did that website herself, and she got caught. And she's trying to put it on that she hired someone. And I'm going to tell you why I think Tisha is lying. Not because some of you said Tisha was lying. Because when I think about it, Tisha is too calm for someone to have paid someone to do a job, right? You paid someone to do a job. Now, I don't know how much she paid this man. The price really doesn't matter. Because if I call you and ask you, hey, how much would it cost for you to do X, Y, and Z? And you tell me the price is $20, $200, $900. Whatever you tell me, and then I decide to pay it, I'm expecting for you to do your job. So Tisha is trying to tell me that she paid someone to do a job, gave someone money, and then they turned around and basically went to Stormy's website and copied everything from A to Z, including her email address. Girl, that's some bullshit if I ain't never heard it. Girl, you lying, girl. Tisha, you did that shit yourself. And of course you don't want to admit you did it because it's embarrassing. So instead of you saying, I did it, you say, oh, girl, the person that did it, girl, I got in contact with them and they fixed it as soon as possible. But I'm probably not going to use them again. Probably. Tisha did that. Tisha, you lying. And I'm not buying it. I'm definitely not buying it. Maybe I'm projecting, but girl, if someone had got over me, girl, the way that man would have been cursed out, I wouldn't have had to say his name. I think if Tisha would have been more so like, girl, I'm so sorry. I got in touch with that motherfucker and I told him straight off, girl, you ruined any type of professional relationship that we could have had. Because this is unacceptable. How dare you go to my friend's website, copy her website from A to Z, and even you're lazy enough to even put her email address. I think if Tisha would have responded some way like that, then I would have probably bought that girl. She probably did. It could have been a chance. But her response is too nonchalant for me. Like, oh yeah, I got in contact with him. What do I need to apologize to you for? Girl, because girl, you don't want her to sue you. Okay? Y'all think Tisha lying? Some of y'all already told me y'all thought Tisha was lying. Y'all think Tisha lying? I think she lying. Oh, lying ass heifer. All right, y'all. That's all I wanted to say. I'm going. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, y'all.